Okay, so now let's jump straight into the next example, which is featuring the same concept, how to find the various properties for saturated mixture phase or saturated mixture region, what we call the average properties. When you have the liquid, saturated liquid property and the saturated vapor property. We've not spoken about compressed and superheated phase yet. We will do that one in the subsequent lecture videos. So now let's concentrate on the saturated mixture because that's where students find it a little bit messy. And so for that one, what you should know is there will be quality given. Quality will be given to you. And I've told you already in the previous lecture that for saturated mixture region, the quality is between 0 and 1. So it cannot be 0, it cannot be 1. The moment they tell you the quality is 0, it means the property is on the left line of the dome, which is what we call the saturated liquid line. I drew it to you. I drew it to you, the dome. So if it's 0, it's lying on the left side, which is the saturated liquid line. If it is 1, it is on the saturated vapor line. At compressed liquid and superheated phase, quality has no meaning. Keep it in mind. So this time to let me see. What is the example? So this is the example we solved in the last lecture. This is the new example we want to solve together. So I'm coming. Okay. I had a message, right? All right. It's part of the work. All right. So this is the example I want us to solve together. I don't know whether I should quickly. All right. So I'll do that later. So let us concentrate on this. It's part of the work, discipline, right? So I'll come here, share my screen. I'll even come here. So an 80-liter vessel contains 4 what? Kilograms of refrigerant 134A. It's a specific type of a fluid we use in refrigerators, what we call working fluid. All right, so it's a 134A refrigerant. We have 134C at a pressure of 160 kilopascal. Determine A, the temperature. B, the quality. And D, the volume occupied by the vapor phase. Are you okay? All right, so we'll do this one together. All right, so I will come here and 80 liters. I'm not in tune with that unit, so I'll change it. So 80 liters, I'll change it to meters cubed. So if you want it in meters cubed, divide by 1,000. Because 1,000 liters is 1 meters cubed, right? So I'll get 0.08 meters cubed. This is the total volume of refrigerant that vessel contains. Are we okay? So we are told that at a given pressure, the pressure there is 160 kilopascal. Right? Determine A, the temperature. So at a given pressure, what is the name of the temperature we are finding? It's what? Tsat. So Tsat at 160 kilopascal is what we are finding. Then B, quality. Since since they are asking for quality, definitely it means that the other properties will be in between the saturated liquid and saturated vapor phase, what we call the saturated mixture phase, right? So quality, we know that is the mass of vapor over total mass. Are we okay? All right. So let me quickly deal with the TSAT. So I'll come here to the steam table. Where is it? Here it is. Then look for saturated refrigerant. Saturated refrigerant. They gave us pressure this time, so I will not use the temperature table. I'll go down and look for where it is donated with pressure table. So down here, then the pressure they gave me was, is it 160? Yes, 160. So the Tsat at 160 kilopascal is negative 15.6, and you shouldn't be scared of the negative because refrigerant has low temperature. That's what it is intended to do. Remove heat from the evaporated surface or evaporated chamber and move it outside the fridge system. All right, so now I'll come here. My mechanical engineers will see this in refrigeration and air conditioning final years. So I'll have this to be negative 15.6 degrees Celsius. We are done. Then we'll look for this is the total volume. So if I want the specific volume, it will be total volume over mass, which is total volume is 80 latest 0.08 meters cubed over mass, which is 4. So if you do this, you get 0.02 meters cubed per what? Kilogram, right? So someone is asking, oh, so where is the mass of vapor? Where is the total mass? I have total mass of the water, of the refrigerant. It's not water, it's refrigerant. But I don't know the total mass of vapor. So this formula will not hold. So it means I will make use of X equals V minus Vf all out of Vfg. Remember this formula, right? Where all the V's are in specific volume. So I'll look for Vf at the given what? At the given pressure. At the given pressure, 160 kilopascal. So I'll come to the steam table. Vf at 160 kilopascal. Vf is 0.007437. You have to open your eyes. Then don't miss some of the zeros. Meters cube per what? Per kilogram. Then I will watch out for Vg at the same pressure, which is 160 kilopascal. Vg is 0.12348. Am I done? No, it's left with Vfg. Do I need to find Vfg from the table? No, it is Vg minus Vf. So Vfg will be 0.12348 minus 0.000747. What will be the unit? Meters cube per kilogram. Ladies and gentlemen, since I have all these, I can find the quality as V, which is the average I know at that particular pressure they gave me, with that mass they gave me. I've already calculated that as 0.02. So the V average is like the specific volume instant, right? So I'll get 0.02, which is the V instant, minus Vf, 0.007437. This calculator will come over VFG, which is 0.12348 minus 0.000747. You should get a positive answer because both numerator and denominator will give you a positive answer. And if you do this one right, you should get 0.157. That's quality for you. It's between 0 and 1. So it means you are right. Then C, the enthalpy of the refrigerant. So this shows you that only a small fraction of the total water, which is 4 kilograms, was converted to what? Vapor. Alright, so now the enthalpy of the refrigerant, which is H. Enthalpy is H. So enthalpy of refrigerant, it means the enthalpy at that instant will be the enthalpy at the liquid state or liquid phase plus quality. Since we had quality, they asked that for it. You use it in finding the properties within the mixture phase or at the instant. So HF, we don't know. So we go to our table, find HF at 160 kilopascal, Hg at 160 kilopascal, HFG at that same 160 kilopascal. But that one we will not find it from the table. We can use Hg minus Hf. But normally for steam table, they give us HFG, that's enthalpy for or the enthalpy at Fg phase, right? Between the Hg and Hf. So let's see. Yes, I said it. HFG is here. So 160 kilopascal, we trace it beautifully. The HFG there is 209.9. 209.9. But if you don't know, you can use the Hg, which is 241.11 minus the Hf, that's 1.21, and you should get the same answer as 209.9. So that's HFG. Then what is my Hf? That's 1.21. So I'll calculate that. Very simple. That's 1.21 kilojoules per kilogram. That's the unit of the enthalpy. It means this one too is a specific enthalpy because there is per kilogram there. Then will I need Hg? No, I will need HFG because look at the formula. I just need HF and HFG. So HFG is the 209.9 meters cube per kilogram. So if I come here, this will be 31.21 plus the quality 0.157 times 209.9, and the final answer should be what? Kilojoules per what? Kilogram. If you do this right, you should get 64.02. So this answer brought this one down to somewhere around 33 point something. Are you okay? 33.000, 33.0 something, right? So 64.2 kilojoules per kilogram. Are we done? No. Move on to the D. The D is saying that we should find the volume occupied by the vapor phase. So volume occupied by vapor phase, it means Vg, right? Vapor phase. They didn't say liquid state Vf, they said Vg. And mind you, this Vg is not specific volume G. It's not this. It's not this. I mean, it's not this one. Are you okay? This is the total volume they need occupied by the vapor phase, right? So that one will be mass at the vapor phase times specific volume at the vapor phase. Are you okay? Because mass times specific property gives you total property. So don't forget that mass times specific property give you the total property. So with this, I need the mass of vapor, for which if I know the quality, I can find it because I know that quality is total mass of vapor over total what? Liquid. So mg will be x empty. So mg is x 0.157 times empty. What is the mass of the total water the vessel contains? 4. So if you did this one right, you get 0.628 what kilograms. Then if you have this, you put it here 0.628 times the specific volume at the saturated vapor phase Vg at that same pressure is 0.12348. 0.12348. Then if your mathematics is good or your calculator is better, you should end up with 0.0775. And what will be the unit? Meters cube. So if you want it back in liters, because they gave you the volume in liters, that one multiplied by 1000, 1, 2, 3, you get 77.5 liters. Then they cheer you up as an engineer. Is that not so? That's so, right? So that is the end of this example, and here is the problem itself. So you can cross check it. Here is the problem itself. See whether what we did was on point, right? It was on point. Everything is intact. So now that's the end of that example 2. Stay tuned, and I'll come your way again with an example on superheated phase. Normally I treat compressed liquid phase later, last, because I don't like it. Compressed liquid is like ice. It's below saturated liquid, left side. So I'm going to do saturated vapor example with you, and I'll even give you some clues you use to determine whether the properties they gave you will make the system be in a superheated phase or compressed liquid phase. Then we solve a standardized examination question on that. Stay tuned. Bye.